Good day everybody. Now in this video I'm going to show us 3 most asked questions in mathematics in nursing school entrance exam. So these are the 3 most repeated questions in mathematics. So we are going to start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that what is the value of x satisfying the equation 4 raised to power 2x all over 4 raised to power 3x equal to 2. So let's solve that question. So let's say solution. Okay, question number 1. We have 4 raised to power 2x all over 4 raised to power 3x equal to 2. So to solve this question, we need to apply law of indices. Law of indices. So this is division law. Now you can see this 4 and this 4, they are the same. So according to the law of indices, when we have the base number equal, we don't need to divide it. So we are just going to take this 4. So let's say we are going to take that 4 to be 1. Then the division law states that when the base number are the same, then we subtract this power. So subtract this power. So that is going to be 2x minus 3x equal to 2. Okay, so we are going to have 4 raised to power 2x minus 3x, that will be minus x equal to 2. So that will give us, now at this point now, we are going to bring this 4 to equal base with 2 here. So we'll bring this 4 down to base 2. Now to bring 4 down to base 2, we are going to say 2 raised to power what is 4? That's 2 raised to power 2 is 4. And don't forget that these 4 have minus x. So that is equal to 2. Now, every number is raised to power 1. So we can raise this 2 to power of 1. Then we can use equating indices by cancelling this base. These 2 cancel these 2. So we are going to be left with 2 bracket minus x equal to 1. Okay, so we multiply these 2 by minus x. So 2 times minus x will give us minus 2x equal to 1. Then at this point, we can divide both sides by minus 2. Divide here by minus 2. So minus 2 cancel minus 2. X is equal to, so you carry this your minus and give it to, the denominator cannot carry minus. So we give the minus to the numerator, minus 1 all over 2. So the value of x that will satisfy the equation is minus 1 all over 2. Then question number 2 says simplify 5 root 18 minus 3 root 72 plus 4 root 50. Now to simplify this, now look at this. 18 is not a perfect square. 18 is not a perfect square, so we cannot find the square root of 18. 72 is not a perfect square. 50 is not a perfect square. So we need to simplify these roots. Okay? Now how do you do that? We are going to think of the perfect square that can go into 18. First of all, in case you have forgotten your perfect square, let me remind you. When you multiply a number by itself, the answer you get is a perfect square. Like 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is a perfect square. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 6 is what? 36. So these are perfect squares. Okay? So now, in this place now, which of these perfect square can go into 18? 9. 9 go into 18 how many times? 2 times. So this 18 now, we are going to split this 18 to be, we have 5 here, so write down your 5. 5 times. Split this 18 to be root 9 times root 2. Then minus 3. Now, which of this perfect square can go into 72? That's 36. So we'll split this root 72 to be root 36 times root 2. 36 goes into 72 2 times. Then plus, now here we have 4 times. Now you can see that 25 can go into 50 2 times. So this 50 is going to be split into root 25 times root 2. So now, having done that, we are going to have 5 times square root of 9 is what? 3 times root 2 minus 3 times square root of 36 is 6 times root 2 plus 4 times square root of 25 is 5 times root 2. Now we multiply 5 by 3, which is what? 15. 15 times this root 2 will give us 15 root 2 minus 3 times 6 is what? 18. 18 times root 2 give us 18 root 2 plus 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times root 2 give us 20 root 2. Now, looking at this, you see that all the numbers have root 2, root 2, root 2. So they are all like terms. Then we can collect positive terms. 15 root 2 is plus, as positive here. Then 20 root 2 is also positive. So we can bring them together. 15 root 2 plus 20 root 2. Then minus 18 root 2. So that will give us 15 root 2 plus 20 root 2. That will give us 35 root 2 minus 18 root 2. So 35 minus 18, that will give us 17 root 2 as our final answer. So that's question number 2. Now question number 3. Question 3 says that the 5th and the 10th term of an AP are 0 and 10 respectively. Find the 20th term. Now in here we are going to, let's say that the 5th term. Now how do you write the 5th term of an AP? The 5th term of an AP is A plus 4D. And in the question it is equal to what? 0. So we equate it to 0. So let's call this equation 1. Then the 10th term. How do you write 10th term? A plus 9D equal to, from the question, equal to what? 10. That's equation 2. Okay? So the 5th term is A plus 4D, which is equal to 0. Then the 10th term is what? A plus 9D equal to 0. So now, for us to solve the 20th term, which is the question that we are asked, we have to find the first term and the common difference. We have to find the first term and the common difference. So how do you do that? We are going to say equation 2 minus equation 1. Equation 2 minus equation 1. That's 2 minus 1. Now in equation 2 here we have A. In equation 1 we have A. So A minus A will cancel. Then 9D minus 4D, that will give us 5D. Equal to 10 minus 0 is what? 10. So to get common difference, we divide both sides by 5. 5 cancel itself. So D is equal to 5 goes into 10, that's 2 times. So the common difference is 2. Now if we know the common difference to be 2 here, we can substitute these 2 in this place that we have D to get the first term. Okay? So we are going to say A plus 4D. Now D is 2, so we can say A plus 4 times 2 equal to 0. So that will give us A plus 8 equal to 0. Now we carry this plus 8 and cross to this side to become what? Minus 8. So A is equal to 0 minus 8 is what? Minus 8. So the first term is minus 8. Now, since we know the first term and the common difference, we can find the 28th term. So the 28th term is equal to A plus 19D. That's the 28th term. Okay? Now, this will be equal to the first term, which is A here, is what? Minus 8 plus 19D. D is what? 2. So we can say 19 times 2. So this will give us minus 8 plus 19 times 2 is what? 38. So that will give us minus 8 plus 38, which is equal to 30. So the 28th term is 30.